चलो we'll definitely come to what is happening in the future. But चलें ठीक है आपकी book comes out ठीक है
हाँ
after a big period of gestation अच्छा book आ जाती है. What was the book release experience like? उस वक्त का response कैसा था? Now that there's a physical product that you're attached to, what was that like?
See, I think it was a very humbling experience. And it 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 sort of exposed me
Hmm.
to the kindness of people.
Hmm.
I'm not a name, or I'm not we, but me and my wife, we are not a name in a literary circle, right? It's not like people know us.
Yeah.
But it was just people from the point it was pre-ordered. The day I said it was pre-ordered, people are like pre-ordering the book and letting me know they have pre-ordered and stuff. And it was entire Twitter, right? So I think 26th December, I think book was released. I tweeted a week before that or 2 weeks before that stuff for pre-ordering, and there are so many people who just pre-ordered, and it was just we were like every day for like at
Hmm.
least 2 months, I think 1.5 months. Every day I was getting 10 people who were saying we have ordered the book. Not just reviews, but we have just because I wrote it
Yeah. Yeah.
and they've just pre-ordered the book or ordered the book. You, for example, it's not available in anywhere in outside of India, but you still managed to get a hard
Yeah.
copy from somewhere, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just the kindness. I was overwhelmed, to be very honest, with just pure kindness of the people where says, here's a guy,
Yeah.
we know him, and to be very honest, in today's day and age, I don't have like, friends in I moved here like 10 years ago. I live in a very suburban US. I had nowhere I remotely close friends that I used to have in Delhi. Most of, and even if you do, the friendships that you forge in your 30 in your mid 30s
Yeah.
and late 30s is very different from, you can't choose in your friends basis, interest, right? You make friends, and then if you have a
Yeah.
common interest, great. If you don't, you have dinners together, you do some stuff, and you go back home, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Twitter is actually a place where I connect with people basis, either my love for Delhi
Yeah.
or for whatever reason. I think not just, but at least. So Twitter to me has been a place which has given me a great comfort in forging these friendships and these relationships with like-minded people like yourself and
Sure.
others from across the world, right? And these people would, just been so kind just because they know me, just because, there's a guy called Jatin and we know him for like 10 years or whatever, and time, and he's written a book and we have to promote it. There are people who have, I'm pretty sure, who just bought the book even though they have never read horror in their life, or they would not want to read horror novel, just because they want to encourage me, add to
Right.
my numbers, and they
Right.
would have ordered that book or gifted that book. The book is actually was number one for a very long time. I think it still is number one most gifted book in travel on
Wow.
Amazon.
Wow.
So we are gifting these books, right? It was very, to be honest, more than the process of writing the book or selling the book. I really don't, and obviously it's not a, like, a huge bestseller that is just running off the shelves, right?
Sure.
Horror, any which ways, has a very limited,
Sure. Sure.
audience. Whatever it sold, so I think it sold more because of Delhi angle.
Mm.
It did better in travel than in horror, right? So
Mm.
I think it's like, but people, it's just a very humbling experience to see, how people would, who have never met real life, and just know me on Twitter would absolutely just go and buy books just because I've written it. It's
Yeah.
almost like a family, people just like,
Yeah.
किसी ने किया तो वही हमें तो ले पढ़े चाहे ना पढ़े,
Ah.
but
Ah.
we'll buy. And interestingly, nobody, hardly one or two people actually came and told me that, send us a free book or something of that sort. Everybody's like,
Right. Right.
even if I offer to somebody, they're like, no, we'll buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand that sentiment because I've seen it happening. This is, I mean, social media gets a bad rap for
Yeah,
many things, and there's valid. मगर इस तरह के experiences भी आते हैं. Like, the friends of mine that you met in the previous podcast was Rizwan Sakhel. I met them through Twitter. ये वो तो it
right.
is really possible in the ideal circumstances to not have those distances be an issue in forging those actual friendships like you're mentioning.